Hey, so this is a long video, a lot of raw testing and fun editing, so here are the timestamps. Long story short though, the Beretta's better. Let's find out why.
Every way what would you call it, Charlie?
A gun overall.
I'm gonna start the video off and not waste anybody's time and just say, if budget's not a problem for you at all, just get the Beretta. Obviously, it's only like $100 difference I think used on average. I spent $350 on the Taurus and $500 even on the Beretta, and $150 to me, I'm gonna just get the Beretta. You know, if money's super tight and you want to just say fuck it, save the $150 on the gun itself, maybe get some attachments, extra ammo. If that's the only thing for your budget, sure. They were comparable enough to me. Hurts a little to say, but get the Taurus. You know, $150 worth of ammo and a gun is better than just a gun. But that's kind of, you know, if that's the situation you're in. Because again, Beretta, I'm in love with them, you know, so I'm getting the Beretta 100 times to 100 times, you know, every single time I'm getting one. I'm actually even wearing a Beretta shirt right now. Got some standard FMJ rounds from SIG, 124 grain. Push it through the Beretta. Same ammo, 124 grain FMJ rounds from SIG. Going to the Taurus. So I know the Beretta does, but I got to test it on this Taurus. Will it fire without the magazine? I think so. It was obviously doing it when I was doing the trigger test earlier, so. Got a round in here. No mag. Yes. Yes, it does.
And that's a conclusive result.
We shot a gun.
Let's hit some steel while we're out here, huh? They both have the exposed barrel, the iconic exposed beautiful barrel that everybody loves. That slide is not hiding anything. Nothing to hide in the slide. Just a beautiful, beautiful barrel exposed. Both firearms are chambered in 9mm. I believe the standard magazine size was 15. So you can get 15 plus 1 standard. And of course you can always get third-party magazines. I have a couple that go up to 17. And then, you know, got the 30 rounders as well for the Beretta. And then I think even I think there's even a 32 or maybe even just a 30 for the Taurus as well, I saw. So, you know, you can obviously increase the mag, no problem. Buy from a company that you trust, up that magazine size, be pretty good. On the 92, on the Beretta 92, we know the safety and decocker is all in one. Pull it back. If this had a magnet, it would be ready to fire. Drop this down, decocks, and puts the gun in safety. On the Taurus, slide won't go back if this thing's locked. This thing's ready to go. Get that hammer back. This is not a decocker. It is just a safety. Not a decocker. .17 round mag, not flush, but you know, barely protruding in the Beretta. And this Taurus PT 15 round mag, sticking out just about the same as the Beretta. It does have a little loop at the bottom. Take out the Beretta mag. The Beretta mag does not fit inside of the Taurus. The Taurus mag, however, does fit inside the Beretta. Kinda. Just doesn't, you know, just doesn't do shit. So, you know, not gonna load. Fits in better, but doesn't go flush. Not compatible mags. Beretta in my left hand, Taurus right here in my right. Backs are very similar. The only difference really at the bottom, the Taurus's loop, you can see the circle when you're behind it. On the Beretta, you have to turn it sideways. Have the nice Beretta logo. Take off the grips if you wanted. Same thing here. Little Taurus logo, nice and shiny. Take off these wood grips if you wanted to. Takedown is also the same on both of these. This little button, got the butt right there, press forward. This thing slides right off, opens up to that, gives you access to your barrel, spring, and then same thing on this. Same button on the back. Press that forward, pulls the slide forward. Are these interchangeable? You know, it went on, no problem. I was actually not expecting that, to be totally honest. Oh, fuck! Oh, man! Look what happened. This is what happens, see? You start messing with the Beretta, and it bites you back. Ooh. That was good. That was a good little chunk. Oh, fuck. Alright, so. That's interesting, huh? Here's the thing, though. I ain't doing shit on this thing. Super weird. Looks like it would still do what it's supposed to do, but I don't know. I don't trust it. I'm not gonna do it on my nice Beretta, so pretty interesting though, I think. Beretta slide fits on the Taurus. Does the Taurus slide fit on the Beretta? I would think yes. No, but it doesn't. It actually doesn't line up. It doesn't line up. Interesting stuff. So, Beretta on the left, Taurus on the right. They are different. Good to go. Slide this thing back on. Good to go. So both the Beretta and the Taurus are both single double action guns. So you can pull the hammer back for your first shot and put it into single for your first shot. That way, once the gun would act normal and you pull the trigger, it would cycle back, and obviously not lock, but it would cycle back and push the hammer back. Every single shot you do would be single action. But if you wanted to as well, you could keep it like this and have your first shot be double action, which would then shoot the slide back along with the hammer to then have every following shot be single action. So you can have it be double first, followed by everything single. Same thing on the Beretta. You can pull the hammer back, put that first shot into single, and have every single shot following be single because the slide's going to obviously push the hammer back. Or you can do the same thing and have your first shot be in double action with everyone following being single. That is going to be a preference thing. I know some people would prefer to have a much heavier first trigger pull. That way you have to be very deliberate in pulling that trigger. Some people aren't super fans of it because obviously your first and second shot are going to be very different. So, it could mess you up. It could make you technically more inaccurate, but that's something you're gonna have to train, find what works best for you. I personally do like to have it all in single, so I'll just have the hammer back ready to go. But this is what's nice about the Beretta 92. You can just have the decocker be a thing and not worry about things if you want things super safe, right? Run around like this if you wanted to, and if you needed to just on the fly throw it on safe for whatever reason, you can do so and it'll decock it. This one's not the same. You can have the hammer back like it is, put it on safe, but the hammer is going to stay back ready. So again, going to be a preference thing because this one you could argue is technically less safe because all you would need to do is push this back down and now it is ready to fire. Well, ready to fire with a lighter trigger pull versus this one where you can have it ready to go, slam it back down, and then if you need to take it off of safety, you can. It's still ready to go, but now you're going to have that much heavier trigger pull for your first shot. So you could argue the Beretta 92 FS a little bit safer for that reason, but again, it's going to be a preference thing. I like to just run around like that. All right, let's see how this goes. I got a couple quick grip little clamps. I have a clamp holding the pistol. Man, there's definitely a better tool for that. But whatever, I got this tool at least. This nice little thing by Lyman. Ooh, a lot of things just fell in the background. That was cool. This cool little tool. Measures the pounds for the trigger pull, right? Pull it back. There we go. And then we got a 4.5 trigger pull. If that was, actually something, but that was just me yanking it. Really cool tool by Lyman. We'll see how this works. Like I said, with a couple clamps, just pull it back, see what the trigger pull poundage is. Got the Taurus up first. I'm gonna go ahead and do it and see how well our clamps hold. For this first test, this will be double action. I think what I'm gonna have to do is still hold the back of the gun. I don't know if that fucks anything up in the reading, but we'll see. This is going beyond 12. It's ridiculous. Okay. trigger pull on the double action exceeded 12. That's crazy. Guess I do have the wrong tool for this. A digital one probably would have been better, huh? Set this back though and try now with the hammer pulled back. Be a much lighter trigger pull. With that, we got just over 5. We'll do it again. For that one, just under 5. All right, we'll do it again. Third time, a little bit, that's like 5.5. So yeah, pretty consistently right around 5 with our super scientific experiment we got going on. All right, let's swap this thing out now for the Beretta. Now we'll do the same test for the Beretta. Go to single action first. See if it's anywhere close to the 5 pounds that the Taurus was. Got this thing currently set to 0. It felt much lighter. Oh yeah. Coming in right around 3 right there. A little bit over 3. Do it again. Yep. A little bit over 3 again on this guy. I'll do it one more time. So everybody knows scientists only do things 3 times. Hammer back. Right, yep. Again, a little bit over 3. So on average, it seemed like it was just a little bit over 3. So we got a 3 pound pull on single action for the Beretta, and then closer to a 5 pound pull on the Taurus. So if you want a lighter trigger pull, seems like the Beretta 92 FS is your gun. Let's try double action. Get this thing back down. Set the 0. Is it going to exceed the 12? We will find out. No, actually, that seemed to go, yeah, just under 9 on that one. That's actually pretty cool. All right, so we'll do it again. Right above 9. One more time, shoot for 9. Look at that swine. Yeah, a little bit more on that one, but I think I pulled it back right at the last second. So once again, scientists do things 3 times. Came out with 9 for double action on average for the Beretta. Over 12 for the Taurus. My thing exceeded. I don't even know, but over 12, which is crazy. So what I discovered by doing a little bit of research on the web is that most of the Beretta specific holsters will also work with the Taurus. There is a slight difference though on the Beretta decocker safety and then the safety on the Taurus. So they're not going to fit exactly. It's not going to be as great of a, you know, flawless flush fit. But there's one right here on screen that claims it works for both. If you're looking for something flawless, you might as well just go with a nice universal one like this one from Uncle Mike's. Have a slightly universal Uncle Mike's holster. Love this thing. 92 fits into it real nice. You know, it's not going to fall out or anything. Here, I'll try to show that I'm not squeezing the gun or anything. Holds it, actually stays in there pretty good just by default. There's nothing clipping it in there or anything. You know, you slide in and out real easy like you're doing something late at night, which is beautiful. Extra spot for the mag right here. Taurus fits into it, no problem. Beretta fits into it, no problem. Extra little slot right here, like I said, for an extra mag. Gotta love that. Some more nice self-defense rounds. Man, this mag's beautiful, huh? Beretta fits in no problem. Taurus PT, same thing. Fits in no problem. Ain't falling out. You gotta still yank it out. But yeah, there's nothing special in there. The only time there's something special in there is when you slide that Beretta back in there. Fuck yeah. Alright, so my final thoughts on the Taurus. I really like it, to be honest. For a standalone little handgun, you know, it's great. I don't really have any problems with it. I didn't really see any flaws with it. It didn't jam once when I shot it. The takedown is super easy, so it's going to be really easy to clean and maintain. parts for it are going to be, you know, pretty affordable. Get some third-party magazines in there. Boost that thing up to like a 32 round mag will be fun. So honestly, overall, just for if you're going to grab something for under 500 bucks for a handgun, like I said, 350 used, no brainer. I think it's a great gun. However, if you're looking for a Beretta and you're thinking, ooh, maybe I'll just save a little bit for the Taurus, I still think, unless your budget is exactly 500 bucks, just go for the Beretta. I think, again, the Beretta, it is a higher quality gun. The barrel itself's a little bit better, so in theory it should last a little bit longer. I personally like having that decocker on there. I don't use it all the time. I do like to run, you know, with one in the chamber ready to go, but having that decocker there is a great feature, so that's cool. Obviously, we know the Beretta brand is, you know, fantastic. They've certainly made a name for themselves over the years, so you gotta love Beretta just for, you know, being the Beretta company at this point. We're gonna judge it on looks. I do like the way the Beretta looks more than the Taurus. I think they're so similar, it is kind of hard to tell, you know, from like afar or whatever, but you know, up close you can see the Beretta is nicer looking in my opinion. The slide against, you know, it's just glass sliding back, which just feels so great. Just like anything though, you treat your firearm nice, you know, it's gonna last forever. So treat both of them good, treat them both well. But man, like when you slide that Beretta back, it is just glass on glass, glass on ice. It's just so smooth. It's just buttery, icy glass. I don't know. It's just, I love it. You know, the Taurus is great too, but the Beretta beats it there for sure. Mag, you know, size. The mags seem very comparable for sure. Now, again, with Beretta being Beretta, the parts are going to be a little bit more pricey if you're going to get like actual like Beretta factory and Beretta branded materials and stuff. So, you know, getting a true Beretta magazine will be a little bit more money than a Taurus magazine, but you know, you can get third-party magazines, and you know, you can save a little bit of money there if you want to. To me, it's worth it. You know, with especially again the Beretta barrel being a little bit better, that's worth it for sure. They both have an easy takedown. You gotta love that. You know, you don't need any tools if you needed to do something crazy out in the field or on the range, wherever you're doing your things. You know, you can take them down, no tools. Take that barrel right out of the gun, super easy. Check for some squibs, check for some blockage, check for anything, clean it, do whatever you need to do easily. Love that. The trigger, a little bit lighter on the Beretta. Again, a big win for me. Hey, you know, if you want a heavier trigger pull, then maybe the Taurus takes the win on this one. But for me, I like a lighter trigger pull. The 3-4 pounds versus the 5-6-ish from the Taurus. You know, I'm picking the Beretta for that reason alone. You know, and then like a 9-pound trigger pull with the double action. You know, versus I think it was exceeding 12 when I did the test and stuff, but I looked it up. It was like 12 to 14. So heavier trigger pull on the Taurus. If that's your speed, neat. If not, then go for the Beretta. That's what I prefer. Lighter trigger pulls all day. And of course, hey, we can always upgrade trigger too, right? Like just because it's by default this, you can get another trigger. Just if it's in your budget or whatever, you can get it. Even the sound they make when you put them down, the Beretta wins. Listen, this is so much more satisfying.